This is the kind of property that you can buy in Whistler for around the $2 million mark. Shocked? Surprised? Already well aware? What other properties can you get for your family for that amount of money? Well, sit down, grab a cup of coffee, let's dig in, and I'll show you what we can come up with. Hey guys, Dean Linnell here with the Linnell Group at the Whistler Real Estate Company, and today I'm taking you through what you can buy in Whistler for around $2 million Canadian. So this is a list that I put together that's 1.8 million to 2.2 million. Just gives you an idea of what's currently on the market as of the middle of December here, 2024, okay? Now, these are listed by a bunch of different realtors in Whistler, all the various companies. They're not just my listings, but these are all Canadian dollars, okay? So if you're in the States currently, you're looking at probably about a 35% discount-ish. So that's something to really consider here. So you may not know what properties you can buy in that price range. It just gives you a good sense. So this first one here is a property that's listed by Lindsay Graham with the Whistler Real Estate Company, and it is a house. Okay, so believe it or not, this is probably the lowest priced house in Whistler at the moment. So this is in Emerald, which is and it's 9440 Deerhorn Place, $1,999,000 for a 1,348 square foot house on an 11,000 square foot lot. It's got 4 bedrooms and only 1.5 bathrooms, and it is fully original, circa 1975. So that's what you got right here. This was actually listed last spring. It still has not sold. It will need some renovations. This guy is a little rough on the outside, but that is what a house in Whistler for under $2 million will get you. Okay, so pretty rustic. Back deck is in a kind of not awesome shape, but the kitchen's all serviceable. This would be a great ski cabin. I think you could do a little bit of exterior work and everything would still be fine. So something to consider. So I just also wanted you to know that the link to all these are down in the description below. So if you want to just browse through yourself, it's no problem. You can do that. Okay, so that is Deerhorn Place. Now let's move on to another listing that is also listed by Lindsay Graham, and so this is it's a lot in Alpine Meadows. Okay, so Alpine Meadows is north of Whistler Village. Same with Emerald, which was the last house. This is a building lot for $1,999,000, 12,000, almost 13,000 square foot building lot. Okay, so we'll just take you through the pictures real quick here. You've got Meadow Park Sports Center right here. You've got Green Lake in the distance. You've got Nicholas North Golf Course. And so this is Lakewood Court, which is a cul-de-sac in Emerald and Alpine Meadows. Okay, so this is your lot right here next to this lovely house. Beautiful views of Whistler and Blackcomb in the distance. And there's the building envelope. So again, cul-de-sac, nice big lot, $1,999,000. Okay, let's move on to the next listing, and this one is I'll run through these ones actually pretty quickly because these are with Rob Palm and also Lindsay Graham, and these are a bunch of 7 Baxter Creek building lots. Okay, so you can see where this is going, right? $2 million, $1,999,000 is kind of the going price for vacant land right now. So if you want a building lot in Whistler, it's about $2 million. And this just gives you a sense here. So this is Rainbow, which is a relatively new neighborhood in just north of Alpine Meadows. It overlooks the lake, wicked views of both Whistler and Blackcomb. And Baxter Creek is this upper section of the houses here. And this is a new section that's got some lots that you can build on. Okay, so there's a brand new street here. Actually, this street was put in a number of years ago, but these lots were not made available for sale yet. Okay, they've just been released. So you can see Whistler Mountain in the distance there and the ski runs. And so there's also a pool that is in this neighborhood that these homes are a part of that you can use. So that's lovely, overlooking the lake and the mountains. So that is all of these lots. So they're on Ashleigh Mclvor Drive. They're all around the same price. And we'll just click through them all. And this one's $2,099,000. So it's actually a little better location in the neighborhood. $2,099,000, and then we move on to our next. Okay, so this one is at the Gables, and this is listed by Sally Warner with Remax Sea to Sky Real Estate Whistler. And this is a townhome. That's a 2-bedroom townhome, 930 square feet, $1,965,000. And this is right at the base of Blackcomb. It's actually right in between Blackcomb and Whistler Village. And so the Gables is just literally, I don't know, 2 to 5 minute walk either way. It's actually probably closer to walk to the base of the Blackcomb gondola. You can just see as I click through these photos here. So a little bit of an older reno here. So this is, I believe this was a renovated fireplace on this one. You got a little patio, and that's just so close to everything, right? And then you've got the kitchen was redone, gosh, probably 10 years ago or so on this one. But that just gives you a sense of the Gables. Okay, so now let's move on to our next one, and it's going to be up in Blackcomb Benchlands. It's Greystone. It's a 2-bedroom, same square footage. So you can see where this is going, right? 2 bedrooms are kind of around $1,800,000 to $2,200,000. And this one is listed by Maggi Thornhill, and it's at Greystone. And she is with Engel and Volkers Real Estate here in Whistler. So you can just see here, Greystone is a complex that's ski in, ski out. So it's right on Blackcomb. Ski in, ski out is the next complex above the Aspens on Blackcomb. You're really quite close to the base of Blackcomb here. You can ski to the door on these. So really nice units here. This is a bit of a lock off. So it's unit 219 and 220. So on one side you have a studio unit with no kitchen separated by this barn door, which goes into the other unit, which is the 1-bedroom and kitchen and a bathroom. And then you also have a pool in this complex. Okay, so that's $2,150,000. Now we move on to the next one. Now this is a totally different location, and this is listed by Steve Legge with Engel and Volkers Real Estate. This is down at Whistler Creekside. So these are townhomes that are just above the base of Creekside in an area called Nordic Estates. Okay, so $1,899,000. This one dropped in price from $1,995,000 a couple of months ago. So you're just about $1,900,000 on this, and it's a 3-bed, 2-bath. Almost 1,200 square feet. So you can see if you're down at Creekside, you get a bit more for your money. So you're into 3 bedrooms for, around $1,900,000. And you can see here, this is just the base of Creekside right here. But really nicely done renovation. Nice and light and airy. And you've got your kitchen here off in the corner. And this just gives you a sense of what the pricing would be on that. So there's some nice views from this one, but you're a little bit overlooking the street down here. But yeah, this one's been on the market for over 80 days now. There's your entryway, lots of hooks to hang things up. Yeah, so this renovation looks like it probably was put in maybe about 10 years ago. I can tell by the maple cabinets, right? Okay, there you go. So we move on to our next listing. This is over on Gondola Way, and this is a complex called Sundance, and this is listed by Shauna O'Callahan with McDonald Realty here in Whistler. So $1,800,000 is going to get you a 3-bedroom, 1,300 square feet. So you see here a couple $100,000 less down at Whistler Creekside, and you gain a bedroom. This one's only been on the market for 10 days. You can see Sundance is this complex of townhomes right here, and if you're driving up from Whistler or up from Vancouver, you're going past Bay Shores, you'll see these up on the hillside above. So really nice views. You've got a view of Alpha Lake here, and these you can actually ski into from Peak to Creek ski run at the base of Whistler Creekside. So you can actually ski down to these, and I think there's a trail that sort of weaves its way down here. You can get into this complex. You can't ski out, but you can ski in if you know where the trail is. But yeah, so this is the unit right here, and they're really cool up and down units. They're really quite a unique architecture to them. That's your view overlooking Alpha Lake, and then we'll just get into the interior of the unit here. Oh, she only has 8 photos. Okay, well, that's fine. No pictures of the inside. Let's move on. There is actually another one in Sundance listed by Maggi Thornhill for $1,999,000. Price has been reduced from $2,400,000. It's been on the market for 209 days. 2-bedroom and loft, 2-bath, 1,300 square feet. It's actually the same floor plan as the other one we were just looking at that you couldn't see the interior of. So same floor plan basically, but this one's got some renovations to it. So you can see here the views. You're overlooking Creekside and Alpha Lake. There's your kitchen. You can see this is actually the level where you come in, and then you dip down to the kitchen and then another level down to the living room. But there's 2 more levels going up to more bedrooms, which is really cool. So it's a 4-level complex. Really nicely done kitchen, sort of timeless design. All the spaces are a little small, but it's just a really cool kind of up and down 4-level configuration on this with tall windows. So that's your entrance from the outside there. Yeah, so that is going to be number 6 at Sundance. Now let's move on to our last couple here. And this is a unit at Symphony in Whistler Village North that's listed by Carly Hoffman with Rennie and Associates Realty here. $2,199,000 for a 2-bed, 3-bath. Okay, so these are really interesting units at Symphony, and these are in Village North. They'd be right across the street, basically from TD Bank at Marketplace. 990 square feet, built in 96. This one's had a few little upgrades, but you can see there is a gas fireplace. You've got a couple of decks here. I believe this one is on the back side of the complex, which is actually nice because you're not on the street side of Lorimer Road, which can be noisy. And it gives you views to the north, but probably not a ton of sun on these ones. And this is going to be 1, 2, I think 3 levels in total. Okay, so this gives you a sense. You've got a hot tub here on the outside, so this is sort of a private for the complex. It's not your own hot tub. This is the complex's hot tub with change rooms here, and yeah, so that's what number 15 at Symphony looks like. Now let's move along to our next couple. This is down at Twin Lakes, and it's listed by Jane Heim with the Whistler Real Estate Company here. And this is Twin Lakes number 31, 2,198,000, 1,549 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. So you can see the further you get away from the skiing, you've got a little bit of a discount and more bedrooms and bigger size. Okay, and this is actually a really cool reno. I've been in this one before. You cannot do nightly rentals in this complex. Okay, so it's not zoned for nightly rentals. It's residential only. So if you're a weekender or you're going to live in it or rent it to people who are going to live in it, that's no problem. You just can't do Airbnb on these. But this was fully gutted and renovated just this past year. Twin Lakes is actually on It's on Alpha Lake, and it has its own private beach, which is super cool. And it's also got its own private bus that takes you to the base of Creekside and the base of Blackcomb for skiing. So you can just have the shuttle driver take you. But this was fully gutted, renovated. These folks that own this sold another condo that they did a cool renovation on too. So really nicely done. There's a little lagoon in the back. You can paddle out and get into Alpha Lake from here. And that gives you a sense of this unit. So let's move over to our final two. This is listed by Sally Warner with Remax Sea to Sky Real Estate Whistler. This is Wintergreen. Okay, this is number 25 at Wintergreen. It's a townhome complex at Blackcomb, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,470 square feet, so pretty spacious, for $2,195,000. And these are, anything at Blackcomb is going to be nightly rentable, of course. And so this is a phase 1. Unlimited owner use or full nightly rentals if you want to do that. And this was renovated a number of years ago. You can tell by the look of it, but still very timely, sort of a winter, sort of a kind of a woodsy cabiny feel to it, with lots of amber wood and soaring fireplace and everything. So there you go. That is number 25 at Wintergreen. Now, our final listing in the $1.8 million to $2.2 million range in Whistler is the Woodrun. Okay, number 212 Woodrun. It's listed by Dave Nagel with Engel and Hassman Realty here in Whistler. $1,898,000 for 786 square feet. It's a 1-bedroom and den, 2-bath. Okay, built in 1991. And the cool part about the Woodrun is that it is right on the ski hill as you go up from the base of Blackcomb. It's just right there on your left, just above the Aspens and Greystone. So what you can see here on this sort of aerial view, this is Woodrun. 210 is on the back of Woodrun. This is Greystone. This is the Aspens. So you just ski right to the door, and that's the base of Blackcomb right here. It's got a pool. It's got all the amenities. It's got a front desk, so you can do nightly rentals through the front desk. This is the unit here overlooking the forest in the back, so really cool spot. Really nicely done. Renovated to a certain degree over the years. This one's got slate flooring and all that good stuff. It looks like they did granite at some point back in the day. But yeah, this looks like it was probably renovated maybe 15 years ago or so. So there you have it. That's our top listings in Whistler that are between $1.8 million and 2.2, and this gives you a really good sense of what you can get in Whistler for that price point. I've helped over 1,000 buyers and sellers in the Whistler real estate market over the past 25 years, so I hope some of my market knowledge in this video has helped you too. If there's any questions you have at all, throw them in the comments below. I personally read and answer every one of them right away. Don't forget about that Calendly link down there too if you want to book a discovery call with me. I'll catch you in the next video.